Yo kids, gonna take a moment to talk about spike quality. That is, the quality of your spikes. And here we have one of my jackets, some belts and an old belt that just died, and my spike box. And I thought I would just talk about spikes quickly because there are two main types of spike, and that is the type on this piece of belt, which are bending spikes, which if I do this, you see they just break out. And they just, with two small pegs, connect to the leather. And that is just terrible. They're really cheap. You'll see them on a lot of good brands and bad. For example, these are Low Life belts. And they're a good make, but these spikes are not good. And you can buy these for leather jackets, etc. I mean, you can get like bags of 100, 500, 1,000, whatever, fairly cheaply, because they are just punched out pieces of metal that you just bend into anything. I mean, you literally just put those two spikes into your material and bend them in with pliers, etc. And that's it. But the problem with that, as you could see from a twist on this belt, that they are easy to remove. And that's exactly what happens, especially if you go to a gig, a festival, or just wear your jacket a lot. You will eventually, you know, sit down, catch that on somebody's fucking mesh clothing or their hair, on the fucking train seat, whatever. It's going to go. I mean, they're just awful. So these are crap, and really you don't want to use these if you can avoid it. This is like an identical version of this belt. This belt has just died. This is another one I had spare. They look good, but they don't last, so they're crap, so that's not good. But Low Life do make good products, I said, and this is it. This is one of their covered spike belts. And strangely, the spikes are actually underneath the leather. Now, this is good, because if you're going to use cheap spikes that pop out, if you cover it over with leather and cover the back so they're not exposed, like on these, which can catch and you'll lose them, that will make it last a little longer. And the idea of these belts is that you actually wear them to the point that they wear like this, and eventually the spikes come through. So that encourages you to hold on to the belt for longer, and it just looks better as time goes on. So I like that about these belts, but generally these exposed ones, crap. Alright, so that's enough about the crap ones. Let's go on to the good ones. Now, on my jacket here I use proper screw-on spikes. Stud spikes, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they are studs, but they are spiked studs, so they're both. As you can see, the back of these have Phillips heads on them, and they're screwed on, and that's it. I mean, that's not going to go anywhere, and that's what you want. If you're going to buy your spikes, you buy these screw-on ones that come in every size under the sun. Got some inches there, like ½ inch, whatever, and they're all connected with the same size screw usually. This is a normal flathead, which are not as good, but you know, that's it. Just put that through a hole in your leather, tighten it up. You can even put a piece of glue into there, although you have to be quick. I'd recommend using epoxy resin if you want to permanently attach ones that are at a high risk of becoming loose, such as ones through boots. But generally you don't lose these, and if you do, if one of these screws decides it's got a shit thread and you lose a screw from the front, I can't even actually undo these, but if one did fall off, it's a case of just having spares, and you can just reattach it to a screw. So I would highly recommend proper screw-on spikes. And that's it really. Just if you go on to eBay or a leather worker's store, you'll find these are an option, and I actually recommend this type, but it's a personal choice. You get multiple colours, multiple sizes. I mean, I've got some smoothies in here. This is a true comb, if I can dig it out. There you go. That's like a spiky spike, but old school 77 punk bullshit. There you go. Also gimpy fetish wear, you'll see a lot of these ones. I don't really know why they have that groove. I know you can attach things to them though, between them especially, but I don't know why you would. I will do a video on leather working and the application of spikes and your other options in the future, but I just wanted to discuss the quality of the spikes. It's Jason, he rules. On this jacket, you might actually see I've got a few different lengths on the shoulders. Just screwed through, nice and simple. And that's what you want. Okay, on the back we've actually got some a pink one and some green ones, because these can obviously be spray painted before you put them on, and you can buy these pre-painted. You will lose a bit of paint over time, but to be honest, I actually prefer stuff to be a bit fucked up and old. Right, that's lost a bit of paint. I think it looks better, but that's just me. If you like stuff immaculate, maybe you should not be alternative, because we fuck shit up. But yeah, there you go. It's 5-minute blast on fucking shitty spikes being shit, good spikes being good. Oh, these are very flat ones here as well. I mean, that's safe. This is so you don't catch yourself with them, because it's on a wrist and you'll scratch your face and scratch your face off if you have some crappy spikes on them. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Some spikes, eBay, wherever you get them, just make sure you get screw-ons, because they are the best. See you later.